Would you say you are addicted to your phone? Because I know you've spoken about it before, about the hours per day you spend on there. Has that been an issue with your family life, trying to balance out the need to communicate people, but also take care of the people closest to you?
I'm definitely much better than I was. When I filmed that documentary for BBC One, like I was right in the middle of it. I was on there like 9-10 hours a day, replying to people, because it was all about mental health, and I was getting more and more people reach out. It was quite overwhelming, but I've managed to get a better balance now. I'm still doing probably 5 or 6 hours a day on my phone.
Really?
On mainly Instagram, because for me, like, that's where I get the instant, like, it's a dopamine hit, but I can do voice notes, I can send videos back. It's really quick, it's really like instant for me. So I definitely think my biggest issue is with Instagram. I'm not like doing TikTok and all that sort of stuff, but you know, I am getting better at it because I'm having to leave my phone. I need the phone, like now, for example, the phone's in the car, right? When it's physically off, I'm not thinking about it, I don't need it, but when it's on my person, I've got the kids with me, I find myself filming, taking photos, like grabbing content, and I don't want to live my life through a lens of content, you know, digital content. And so for me, I have to physically take the phone away, and therefore I can turn it off on a Friday and leave it off all weekend. It's not like I don't need it like a drug, but when I've got it on me, I'm a nightmare. I can't stop picking it up just from habit, and I'm just all over it. Because
you've spoken then just about getting that buzz of, you know, replying to somebody or helping their day. But what I'm interested in, Joe, is what is the main driver of this need or this compulsion you have to help people? Is it that you're getting a buzz out of it and it's entirely positive and it's all great? Or is there a sense that I need to do this because if I don't, I'll feel guilty, I need to save this person, I need to help them? Can you kind of, where's the needle on your primary motivation for it?
Well, it's not like, I don't feel like pressure, I don't feel responsibility, but I just feel like what a great opportunity to, like, you know, use my energy for exercise and my love for fitness to really help people. And ultimately, at the end of the day, there might be a time where I run out of steam and go, I've given as much as I can, I'm done. But at the moment, it's just what I love doing. I don't really think about it. I just sort of wake up every day, I share a recipe, share a workout, do some stories, and, you know, I think...
But you don't feel guilty. You don't feel guilty if you don't get back to messages for 24, 48 hours?
No, I'm much better now. I flag ones that are really emotional. Sometimes I just need to be like in the right mindset to reply to them, because they're quite... I'll get people sending messages that you wouldn't believe, like really hardcore, like emotional stuff, so I have to be in the right frame of mind, and I do reply to them.
Because there's a big difference though between someone going, Joe, I can't thank you enough, you've got me moving, you've done all this positive stuff. What about when you get a message where, I don't know, someone could be suicidal? Like, that is an enormous amount of pressure to be on your shoulders. In that moment, you don't know what that person's thinking, and you're not qualified.
No,
You'd be the first to admit that you're not in the position to do it. Like, how do you deal with people in that situation? How much of a toll is that on your mental health?
Well, I've had people come up to me, like, it happened a lot at Coachella. I've had people come up to me actually a lot recently, even in Glastonbury. You know, people had a few drinks and they're like, come up to me and say, oh, you know, I just want to thank you for saving my life. And I say to them, do you really mean that? Like, are you just saying that because I helped you get through the lockdown with your kids? And she goes, no, you saved my life. And they open up and they say, you know, I was in a dark place and my kids have got autism and I couldn't deal with life and I was overwhelmed. And I'm like, that's really emotional to hear that. And I always have a moment with them people, and I always say, no, thanks for sharing that with me, because, like, you know, it really does energise me. And I think, you know, the truth is, I don't think I'm very spiritual, but one thing I believe is that we are connected, and we're connected through love and through serving other people, right? And I didn't need to, like, get to 60 years old to realise that. I realised that from a really young age. I've always been a carer, so obviously my mum and dad were struggling. I felt like I was caring for them. I felt like I was looking after my little brother. I've just been a natural carer, like, since such a young age. And I think when you have that in your nature, it feels very natural to help and just be driven by the actual connection and helping. So basically, the more people I help, the happier I feel.